we have new content. And I was just thinking the other day, wow, I haven't had a new content video in quite a while. And actually, just before this all happened, I was making a new one about being in an eBay selling drought, not getting any sales, kind of things you can do to get that going, which I will post that video a little bit further down the road, because we have a new content video now. And this is fresh, just happened, and it's honestly something to definitely be aware of and just to, I don't know, to learn from it. So, on September 7th, a buyer bought this item. It is a Beetlejuice popcorn bucket tin. And what it was, I had it on there for $40 plus shipping. They sent me an offer for it for $26. And I countered that for $35. This would be going to Puerto Rico, so I know they would have had like extra like amounts and everything like on top of the already like customs and all that stuff. I knew with fees and all, I wouldn't be getting even 26. I'd be lucky to get like 22, I don't know, maybe. So it's like, no. So 35, they actually accepted. I find that odd that they just accepted that, because it's only $5 off from the original price. So I thought that was kind of weird, but I went with it, you know, it was cool. So they accept the offer. I'm waiting for payment. On the 8th, the next day, they message me this message, and they're like, I will pay Tuesday morning. That's cool. Tuesday rolls around, no payments, and I do check the time zone difference to see, well, maybe it's not even Tuesday where they're living. It is. We're like only an hour difference away. Tuesday evening, I reach out to my group on Facebook, the Resale Water Cooler. Definitely recommend, by the way. I explain the situation. How long does eBay let an order go without payment? I've heard over and over it was 4 days. I was just kind of verifying and wanting to like get any new insight on the situation. And I was also asking, politely giving them a nudge, you know, because eBay will automatically send reminders about payment, so I didn't want to like send up reminders on top of those. And also there's the whole don't poke the bear kind of thing, so I didn't want to contact them. But since there was no payment and they had said Tuesday no payment, it's like, you know, something's got to give. So I got a lot of good information back, verified it is the 4 days that the buyer has to pay, unless you'll have to go under your settings to fix it, but some could have like payment pending for up to 7 days, even 30 days. And to find that in eBay, you go to under eBay help and you search for resolve unpaid items with buyers, and they'll have like a link you can go and you can like update. When I did that day, it actually came up 30 days, which I was like, oh, I gotta fix that. But when I did the drop down thing, it only had the 30 days. So it's like, okay. So I just kind of let that ride, I guess, and I was waiting until Wednesday. Maybe they'd get in contact, you know, oh, sorry, I didn't pay yesterday, which I was hoping for that. And a couple other people said, you know, messaging the buyers kind of messy, which I agree with that. That's why I didn't really want to contact them. And also another one said it's still Tuesdays, even though they said Tuesday morning. So anyway, I let it ride. So the following day, Wednesday, still nothing, and it's like, I'm going to go ahead and message them. So I send a brief, I thought it was, you know, polite enough, it basically checking in on the payment for this order. That was around noon. I sent that yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was on Wednesday. Didn't hear anything. Later that evening, it was almost midnight on that same day. So I messaged my group, I'm ready to cancel this. I don't want to cancel an order, never have, but the non-payment and also the lack of communication is very concerning. If it was just a case of them getting back and saying, oh, hey, you know, I said Tuesday morning, but something came up, I'm going to have to pay you Wednesday, I would have understood. I would have been like, okay, at least they're communicating, not ghosting me. This was absolutely ghosting, and obviously they had no intention of paying for it. So I asked my group about it, voicing my concerns, and again, they came through very helpful. And one said after 96 hours, which is 4 days, you can cancel. As soon as you see the notification coming up that it says you can cancel. Because up until then, it was just, I don't have a screenshot, I don't think. If I do, I'll put it up here. But it'll just say contact buyer, basically waiting on payment. You can contact the buyer. There is a little button where you can click and there is an option to cancel, but that's not what they're talking about, because I thought it was. But when Wednesday happened, 4 days had passed, which I don't think I screenshotted it, but it said, still waiting on payment, you can cancel. And so I'm like, okay, so 4 days has passed, no contact, no nothing. And I did ask the group, will I get a strike or anything on my end for canceling? And they said, no, you won't. So I canceled the order. Very simple, just a couple clicks, and you select buyer did not pay or something to that effect. And then you just cancel and you can have it relisted for free, which I did. And I did block the buyer. I learned something very interesting through this though, because I do have immediate payments turned on, but apparently immediate payments don't count if it's an auction or best offer, which I did send an offer and they accepted. So that's interesting. I did not know that. eBay did not automatically cancel for me. I thought they would. Maybe would have had to sit for a little bit longer for that to kick in. I don't know. Another person commented in the groups and let it happen itself, so the buyer gets a ding on their account. I'd already canceled it and I didn't know how long it had to sit before that happened, which was tempting because they deserved a ding on their account. However, you know, keeping it on hold isn't selling the item, and I don't really want to hang on to this. I wanted to get it sold. So if I can get it already relisted and get another buyer going, I'd rather, because it's just frustrating. So I learned how to cancel an order due to non-payment. The longest I've ever had to wait is maybe a day. So this was a first for me. Kind of annoying because, like, you have to really wonder why someone would go through the trouble to accept an offer and then just let you sit on it the whole time. It's like, what's the purpose in that? It's like, don't you have something else better to do? People. I haven't blocked a buyer in a very long time, so I got a refresher course on that, which I might go through and do a video of how to block buyers, and also if you're in international shipping, how to block certain countries. So that is the new content for today. I hope you learned something from it. If I missed any information about non-payment cancellations, please feel free to comment, let me know, inform other sellers about this. Has this happened to you recently? How did it work out? How did you deal with it? So I'm going to go ahead and close up, and I will see you all next time. So, bye!